This is Open Ears, a podcast by Crash Ensemble. My name is Alain McFadden, musician and producer of Open Ears. On this second episode of Season 3, I chatted with songwriter and musician Laura Quirke of Lemoncello. Together, we listened to two movements from Lipids by Barry O Halpins. Hello, how's it going, Laura?
Hello, Alan. How are you?
I am really good. It's really nice to see you, and thanks so much for being a part of this podcast, episode number 2.
Absolutely delighted. My name is Laura Quirke, and I'm an artist. I sort of dabble in many different things, but at the moment I have a sort of the musician songwriter cap on, I suppose, and I'm in a band called Lemoncello. And we're currently recording our second album, and that's where I'm at the minute.
Amazing. Have you been to see any Crash concerts or things before?
Yeah, well, recently I went to see 2 concerts by Crash Ensemble, one with Alain McFadden and Crash Ensemble, which I think Barry O Halpins, who we're going to listen to his arrangements today, and he arranged the music for Alain McFadden's performances as well, and it was amazing. Yeah, it was really cool to see, because it's one of my favorite albums of hers, theatre, and it was partly songs from theatre and I think some new songs, and I'd be good friends with Alain McFadden and the lads in her band, so it was really cool to get to see Ryan Hargadon, one of her band members, play the organ in the concert hall with Crash Ensemble. That was great crack to see him. He looked so small up there.
So will we give it a go?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Are we
Okay.
back?
Yeah.
I don't know where I was. It just made me think about like last night. I was literally staring out the same window and I seen fireflies for the first time and I've never seen them before. And what I was imagining when I was listening to that piece of music was like a black canvas and then like speckles of light that were illuminating like with the instruments and the sounds. I was imagining like the light uh, sparkling like fireflies nearly through the music.
Whoa. Pretty trippy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Yeah, the very beginning reminded me of Mom. Have you seen that show, the Michael Keegan
Oh
Dolan
yeah.
show with Cormac Begley and like the breath in the concertina? It reminded me of that, the way that sort of use of air in an instrument like that. And funny enough, when I'm listening to the instruments, sometimes I don't know what they are because they're kind of being pushed beyond the limit of how you usually would hear them, I suppose. And so sometimes I'm listening and I don't know whether it's a saxophone or a clarinet or a cello or a double bass, or like like a string instrument could sound like a wind instrument nearly. That there's just, yeah, it's actually really cool when you're pushing an instrument to the point that it's not even recognizable as it or like particularly distinctively one instrument or another.
Yeah, I find that as well with like a lot of like Crash's music and a lot of like contemporary music. Yeah, exactly. Like the line gets blurred between um like what the instruments can do and sound like, and that they occupy like the same world, but it's like it's hard to tell where one ends and one begins, because they're all like playing in a similar space.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm trying to think of, like, for me it kind of, I just got super heady with it. Like it felt like there was some sense of time ticking or something with the clicks of the fingers on the flutes and on the strings, and just a sense of kind of urgency and then release. And I don't know, yeah, I had kind of images of like chains and whispers and like an underwater feeling as well. I don't know. That probably, it's funny, like probably says more about like me than the music or something. I'm like, whoa, am I giving weird things away here or something? Without realizing it. I really enjoyed the electric guitar though. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was also some sort of melody that kind of, there was just like one moment of something that felt like melody. And then, did you hear that as well? I was
Yeah,
like,
it's funny you say that as well because I was thinking about that as well. I was like, there's not like it's like music without the traditional forms, but there is form in it. It's like this weird like yeah, because like traditional melodies or things or harmonies and like what you normally hear in a lot of like music as well. So it's like yeah, it's funny. It just listening to contemporary music just does a different thing to my brain. It's really
yeah.
spatial in a way that other music isn't. Sometimes I feel like it can be more intellectual when I'm thinking too much about what's going on, but then it's other times it's also like immediately into my brain and like
I
thinking
know,
about
it's
like
really,
space.
it's nice to be given a moment to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Because like with pop music or whatever, or even with some more contemporary, just music that's more commercial, like the message is being given to you very much for a lot of the
Yeah.
time. And then like with music like this, it's just, the space is just there for you to put your feelings onto it, or your questions or something, or like it's kind of, it's a little bit more like visual art in that way sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Nearly like you're like, yeah, you're not being told too much. Nearly like what it is. It's
No, you're
like in
you're given
song, you can get
nothing.
you're given nothing. Yeah, you're just like, this is
You're
what we're
given
in
nothing.
for. You know.
Yeah.
Will we listen to the second piece?
Yes.
So the next piece is called Lethargian, and it's the second movement in Lipids.
Whoa.
That was really cool.
That one, I love that one. What were you hearing there?
I really love like all the there's all these like shimmery descending flutes and like piano like that falling into something.
Yeah. The first time I listened to it, like it was like animals talking to each other or something, or like, you know, not talking to each other, but like sort of a cacophony of different voices of like, you know, birds over here and sort of, I don't know, elephants over there and whatever. It was just, you know, sort of like all these different sounds and like, yeah, like that, the rhythms as well, you know, all these different sort of iterations of like expression or something. And then it started with this, that time around, I felt like it was like a little, like a busy little street. So it's like one woman going to the post office, and then another man, like he's like shouting at the sky because he just got clamped, and then there's like a toddler having a fit over there, and like I don't know, like just this kind of like busy, like like everybody just going about their business or something. But
I love that.
but yeah, like because some of the things are really still, And then some are quite frantic, but they're going at the same time, and then sort of stopping and starting at distance from each other or something. It's again, for me it was quite visual, really colourful.
That sort of start-stop thing, I'm like imagining like, I don't know, like Jaws, or like, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Because it kind of feels like it's like a doll, you know, their limbs are like really sort of straight, you know, so
Yeah.
they only have so much movement. There's like movement in it, but like restriction as well. And
Bit like Riverdance.
a bit like Riverdance. With a load of freaky dolls doing Riverdance. But like the it's kind of cool, the sort of, or it could be like a whole load of different thoughts sort of passing through your mind or something as well, you know, that sort of feeling inside your head where some things are going sort of slowly in the background in the subconscious, and then some things are like really you know, at the front and center of your mind, sort of.
Yeah. Well, it's been a real treat, Laura. Thank you so much for jumping on and doing this.
Hopefully I didn't take us off on too many tangents there. But
I mean, I think we're going
that's
down,
the point,
going
isn't
down
it?
them together.
That's the point, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, Laura, it's really nice to see you. Nice to chat.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to some kind of fun, funky music. It was really nice.
Yeah, thanks a million for having me.
Barry O Halpins' Lipids is available now on Crash Records. The title music was taken from A Shell by Ed Bennett. Visit crashensemble.com for more information. Thanks for listening.